أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise, adoration, and glorification are due to Almighty Allah, the first without beginning and the last without end, the manifest and the hidden, the omniscient, the omnipresent, the Lord of the universe. May the peace and everlasting blessing of Allah be upon our leader Muhammad, his household, his companions, and the generality of his community, and all those who follow his footsteps till the day of resurrection. I welcome you all to another episode of our weekly audio lecture titled AL-BURHAAN, the Clear Evidence. The subject of this week is AQIIDAH, Islamic Creed, where the topic of this episode is Manhajur Rusul fi da'wati ila al-Iman, methodologies of the apostles of Allah in calling people to believe in Allah and other articles of faith. All the prophets of Allah used what we call persuasive method in calling people to Iman. They all spoke to their thinking faculties, they aroused their cognitive domain, they called attention of their people to the supreme power and sovereignty of Allah. They talked to their senses, they applied simplicity to the core in awakening their reasonings. That is why they were able to withdraw them from worshipping idols to believe in Islamic monotheism. The companions of the prophets can be used as a case studies. For instance, the case of the companion called Al-Arisa bin Malik al-Ansari, radiallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him. Harisa passed by the Prophet of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one day, and the Prophet asked him, Kaifa asbata ya Arisa? O Arisa, how did you wake up this morning? Arisa answered, Asbatu mu'minan haqqan. I woke as a believer, certainly. The Prophet said, Unsur maza taqul fa inna li kulli shay'in haqiqa fama haqiqatu imanuk. He said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ponder over your statement. Everything has reality or real meaning. What is the actual meaning or authenticity of your belief? He said, Asafati nafsi ani dunya fa'as'artu layli wa asma'tu nahari wa ka'anni ansuru ila arshi rabbi barithan wa ka'anni ansuru ila al-jannati ila ahli al-jannah yatazawaruna fiha wa ka'anni anzuru ila ahli an-nar yatadawawna fiha. He said, my mind is no more attached to worldly materials. I so had sleepless nights. I fasted during the day. I feel like watching the throne of Allah openly, as if I am watching the image of the paradise visiting one another, and as if I am watching the image of hellfire shouting, screaming. The Prophet of Allah said, Arafta ya Harisa falsam. Oh Harisa, you really have sure knowledge. You are truly a believer. So therefore, be upright, be firm. It is very pertinent to read from the glorious Quran this persuasive method employed by Almighty Allah. Let us read from Surah Al-Baqarah, Quran chapter 2, verse 21 to 22, where Almighty Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nasu ubudu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. Meaning, O mankind, worship your Lord, Allah, who created you and those who were before you, so that you may become the pious, who has made the heart a resting place for you, and the sky as a canopy, and sent down water, that is rain, from the sky, and brought forth therewith fruit as a provision for you. Then do not set up rivals to Allah in worship, while you know that He alone has the right to be worshipped. If you observe, this method is a persuasive method. Allah made them know who is their creator. The qualities and the power of Almighty Allah is clearly expressed in these verses that we call and talk to the thinking faculty of mankind, so that we believe that there is somebody who created him, there is somebody who sustained him, there is somebody who make him alive. I want to believe that with these few words of mine, we are able to know that the prophets of Allah, the messengers of Allah, they applied and employed persuasive method in calling people to Islamic monotheism. So I want to call the scholars of today that they need to address reasoning faculty of mankind to make them believe in their creator. May Almighty Allah accept this effort from us as an act of worship. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.